In today's episode, we're going to discuss AI, not artificial intelligence, but the other AI, appreciative inquiry. We wanted to unpack what appreciative inquiry is and how we might use it in our role as enablers of change.
As enablers of change, we often face complex and uncertain. Okay, all right, I'll start from the start. As enablers of change, we often face complex and uncertain situations that require us to adapt and innovate. A role may involve highlighting solutions to technical problems for farmers, such as pest and disease outbreaks, extreme weather events, or our role might find us working out how to get more people along to our events. How can we approach these challenges in a positive way rather than focusing on the negative aspects and trying to fix them?
One possible answer is appreciative inquiry, a collaborative, strengths based approach to change in organizations and other human systems. AI was developed by David Copperrider and Suresh Srivastava in the 1980s as a response to the traditional problem solving methods that they saw as limiting and ineffective. They argued that by asking positive questions and engaging in dialogue, we can discover what's good about our current situation, imagine what the future might look like, and work together to create the future that we want.
AI is based on five main principles. These are constructionist, simultaneity, poetic, anticipatory, and positive. Let's go through each one. The constructionist principle highlights the way we understand and interpret reality is shaped by the language and stories we use, and we can create new meanings and possibilities through dialogue. The simultaneity principle focuses on how, in the moment we ask a question, we begin to create change. And the type of question we ask influences the direction of that change. The poetic principle is where we can choose what we focus on, and whatever we focus on will grow. This means we should focus on our strengths and potentials rather than weaknesses and problems.
The anticipatory principle is where the images and visions we have of the future guide our actions and behaviours. We can create positive change by envisaging and affirming our desired outcomes. Finally, the positive principle is where positive emotions and relationships enhance our creativity, resilience, and well-being. We can generate this by asking positive questions and appreciating the best of the current situation.
Once we know and understand the principles behind AI, we then follow a five-step process. This can be applied to any situation or system that we want to improve or transform. The steps are as follows. So, step one is definition. We decide what we want to study or inquire about and define the scope and boundaries of our inquiry. We should choose a topic that is relevant, meaningful, and positive for us and the system we are working with. So picture this: we're in a meeting with farmers, and instead of diving straight into problems straight away, we start the conversation by asking about their success stories. The definition stage encourages us to identify and highlight the positive aspects of farming experiences. By doing so, we set the stage for a more constructive discussion, fostering an environment where farmers feel valued for their achievements. We might consider sharing stories of farmers who have successfully implemented innovative practices, showcasing the positive impact on their farm business. This not only motivates others, but also helps us understand what works well in different contexts.
The second step is discovery. We explore and appreciate the best of the present by asking positive questions and sharing stories of success, achievement, and value. We identify the strengths, assets, and resources that we have and the factors that enable us to perform well and thrive. As enablers of change, we often find ourselves uncovering the hidden gems of knowledge within the farming community. The discovery phase of AI encourages us to explore these further. For instance, it might be exploring how a particular farming family has excelled in sustainable production methods, or how a group of farmers has effectively collaborated to overcome shared challenges. By understanding and celebrating these successes, we not only strengthen the sense of community, but also gather valuable insights that can be shared.
Step three is dream. We envision and imagine the ideal of what might be by asking questions that generate and create images of the future that we want. To do this, we need to stretch our imagination and challenge our assumptions and align our visions with our values and aspirations. In the dream stage, we can encourage farmers to draw a picture of their ideal farming future. As enablers of change, our role is to facilitate these discussions, helping farmers articulate their aspirations and goals. It's about fostering a collective vision that inspires action and innovation.
The fourth step is design. We define and plan the dream more clearly and discuss the steps and strategies to realize it. We co create and agree on how to describe the ideal state, as well as the actions and structures that'll support it. The design phase is where we, as extension practitioners, collaborate with farmers to develop practical strategies. This is the nitty gritty phase where ideas are transformed into plans. The key is to ensure that the plans are realistic, attainable, and resonate with the aspirations of the farming community.
And finally, the last step is destiny. We implement and sustain the design by taking action, experimenting, learning, and adjusting. Supporting the implementation process could involve providing ongoing guidance, connecting farmers with relevant resources, or facilitating collaboration between different stakeholders. We celebrate our achievements and monitor our progress, and we continue to ask positive questions and appreciate the best of what is.
So, those were the 5 steps for conducting AI. An interesting article that was recently published by a health service in the UK. The authors reflected on their challenge undertaking the interviews with an AI framework, in that it wasn't just about asking different questions, but it required a change in their thinking and perspective. They found that they needed to carefully consider their words when framing questions in order to truly probe and reflect. They needed to develop a genuine curiosity about what was being said. They suggested, especially for those undertaking AI for the first time, that it was a good idea to seek an experienced AI facilitator as a mentor and to support your learning and development. We'll include a link to this article at the end of the blog if you'd like to read it in full.
That sounds like a good plan, John, and some good thoughts there. So have a read. In conclusion, AI offers us a powerful and positive way to engage with ourselves, our colleagues, our clients, and our systems. By using AI, we can really explore possibilities and then design and deliver something useful. We can support and create change that is not only effective, but also meaningful, enjoyable, and sustainable.
We hope you found this episode informative, and we invite you to share your comments, questions, and feedback through the blog. We haven't been able to find much in the literature on using AI in agriculture, but have you used it? We'd love to hear from you and learn from your experiences with appreciative inquiry.
Don't forget to sign up for our emails if you want to keep up to date with what we're doing. And please share with your friends. All the best.